Hey, what's up, everybody? It is your girl, Kelly CC. Yes. Hey, everybody, I wanted to chat with you today because Position for Profit is coming up. Position for Profit, my 3-day intensive is coming up November 3rd through the 5th. And I just wanted to chat with you. So the title says, Try a Lawyer to Six-Figure Expertpreneur. Here's the formula. The formula is what I'm going to teach you at Positioned for Profit. But I want to chat about the transition just a little bit because I know that when I was thinking about transitioning from the full time practice of law into entrepreneurship, I needed help. I needed guidance. I needed people who had been there, done that, were still doing it to help me to make sure that I was thinking about things the right way, that I had things in the right order, that I was preparing myself to be able to make the transition. For some of you, you know that I was a trial lawyer for over 2 decades. And so if you're a lawyer, if you're in any type of profession where you have been there for you've been doing this for years or for decades, you're probably getting what I call a good check. And so the thought of transitioning into entrepreneurship may not be the thing that you're thinking is the right decision to make, because you leave what we think of as the security of that check, and then coming into entrepreneurship where we got to hunt, we got to cook, we got to eat, right? To be able to make up for what it is that we were, whatever we were earning in our corporate roles. So again, whatever professional experience or whatever role that you've been in. But what we see right now in this economy is that many of us are in roles, many of you are in roles that are not secure, that any day now they could say, thanks, but today is your last day, right? On October 22nd, 2019, that's a conversation that was had with me that as of the end of the year, you will no longer be employed. And what I want for you all is for you to be prepared for that moment. It is something that I did. I was prepared for that moment. So when they told me, I already knew they were trying to do it. I had been watching them, wasn't listening to them because you got to watch these people, right? Don't just listen. You got to watch what they're doing. I had been watching what they were doing. And while I was preparing myself to leave, they were preparing to put me out the door. And so I went out and found, coaches who could help me to understand what did this really look like? This desire that I had to transition from this practice of law over 2 decades into entrepreneurship. What did that actually look like? What is it that I needed to be prepared for? What was the business of speaking that I was going into? And you see in the title, I said, expertpreneur. I didn't say speaker because what I have learned over these 5 years now of full time entrepreneurship and what I have leaned into is that I'm not just a speaker. I am an expertpreneur. I am somebody who monetizes my mind. I am somebody whose intellect is what allows me to make money. And those are the types of people that I have been working with, the types of women that I have been working with over the past several years, and who I want to work with going forward. And so when I talk about being positioned for profit, that's who I'm speaking to. I am speaking to you if you want to monetize your mind. And that means in many different ways. It could be as a speaker, it could be as a trainer, as a coach, as a consultant, as an author, or a combination of those things, right? I'm a combination of many of those things, and I like to do a lot of things. So I like people who like to do a lot of things. And those are the types of people that I call expertpreneurs. We are making money from our mind. Our intellect is an asset class, right? And so these are the things that we're going to be talking about and making sure that you are powerfully and profitably positioned because that's what my coaches did for me. I sat with them, told them what it is that I wanted to do. They made sure that I had the right um, messaging coming out the gate. They made sure that I was focused in on the areas that my expertise lent itself to so that I could be really positioned for when people were looking for someone like me, as opposed to just coming out as a lawyer, which is what I wanted to do. I was like, oh, I got 9 topics, right? I wanted to come out and just speak about a whole bunch of things, but they really helped me to hone in on my area of expertise so that I could be powerfully positioned. And so that the any trepidation or any nervousness or resistance that I had around leaving that good check was dissipated because they helped me to understand the power of my mind, the power of the intellectual capital that I had, and the way to actually position that so that I could replace my salary as a trial lawyer of over 2 decades, right? Which is exactly what I did. And I did it within the first year of going into full time entrepreneurship. Now, it did take work. It's still a work in progress. I'm always, working and repositioning and making sure that my messaging is on point, that I am, showing up in the way that I need to show up so that I can generate the revenue that I want to generate in my business. And so I think it's important for you to understand that if you are thinking about transitioning out of corporate, if you have already transitioned out of corporate, but things aren't panning out the way that they need to be, it has nothing to do with you as not being enough. It has nothing to do with you not having the right expertise. It has nothing to do with other people being smarter than you. It has nothing to do with that. You all have all the receipts. You have all the receipts. You have all the credentials. You have all the results. You've done it in the corporate space. What's missing is that translation of your corporate expertise into this entrepreneurial space. And that is what I'm going to help you to do, to make that translation with those skills so that you can be highly paid and sought after. Hey, D. Hi, Nourished Executive over there on Instagram. Hey, everybody. If you have any comments, questions, just chime on in. And so I worked with my coaches to help me make sure that I showed up in the way that I wanted to show up. And that is what I'm going to be doing November 3rd through 5th, is helping you to show up in the way that you want to show up. Make sure that you are powerfully and profitably positioned. So I want to walk you through what's going to happen at Position for Profit, because it is not just another webinar. It is not just another masterclass. You're not just going to come there to get information. We're actually going to be implementing, because information without implementation is garbage these days, right? Because you can get information anywhere, but you got to do the work. You got to do something to move from just getting bombarded, right, with all the words, all the thoughts, all the things, and actually going and doing something about it. So once you leave on those 3 days, after those 3 days, you will have assets that you can use in your business. Now, whether or not you decide to leverage them, that's your problem. And that's your decision. However, once you leave me after those 3 days, you will have done the work to help you to be powerfully and profitably positioned. So I'm going to pull up my screen and I'm going to disappear for a second while I talk to you about this. But I want to show you what is going to happen at Positioned for Profit. So we have these 3 days. Let me make sure the screen went back to where I need you to go. Let me see if this is gonna work this way. I may have to readjust the screen. Yeah, let me remove it and go back to it. Hold on. Stop sharing. Let's see if this is working. Okay, cool. All right. So it's 3 days, 3 strategic pillars. So we're going to be talking about mindset, money, messaging. All of that relates to your positioning. And we're going to have one clear path to profit. So what does this look like in practical terms? What exactly is going to happen? So day one is what we call positioning, build your expert foundation. What we want you to do is make sure that you stop second guessing your value and start communicating it clearly. It's not that you don't have value. Your expertise has value. You know that you have value. You just don't know how to communicate it clearly. And so there's so many of you who are like me who have been, in your job for years and for decades and have all these years of experience. But when I have a conversation with you about, well, what are your fees? What are you charging? It's minuscule or it's non existent. And you're out here accepting all of these engagements for exposure, which does not pay bills. So, what we have to do is make sure that you understand the value of your expertise and help you to be positioned powerfully and profitably so that you can start to communicate that clearly. So, on day one, we're going to work on your positioning. So when you leave on day one, you will leave with a crystal clear, what I call profitable positioning platform. So I have used AI to build what everyone calls a custom GPT. So you will meet Paisley. Paisley is my positioning partner, and Paisley is going to help you, walk you through your expertise, ask you questions, really help you to strategize. So it's not just like, a data dump in and a data dump out. Paisley and all of the AI tools that you're going to use during for profit have been designed so that they use my expertise, my strategies, my techniques, all proven to engage with you. And so she acts as a strategist, she acts as a coach, she acts as a mentor, she acts as a data analyzer, all the things that will help you to take what's in your mind, what you've been working on, what it is that you want to do in the world, and then create your profitable positioning platform. So you will have an actual report. It'll be based on um, your unique goals, your unique expertise. So everyone will be using Paisley, but because of the way it's built, then everyone will have their own unique report. So day one, we're going to be doing that. Day one, we're also going to have some amazing expert guests who are going to be speaking about confidence. They're going to be speaking about rest and relaxation. They're going to be talking about different things to help you with your mindset, because our mindset is one of the biggest blockers for us when it comes to us not being able to position ourselves powerfully. And then, so we'll have those trainings on that day. Day two, what are we going to do on day two? And every day is 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So day two, we are going to be talking about authority, and that is about shaping your message and your visibility plan. Now, each day builds on the other. So day one, Paisley is going to help you to build out your profitable positioning platform. On day two, we're going to use that data from Paisley, and then Chloe is going to help you with building out a 90-day marketing plan that's tailored to your goals. So maybe you have a launch that's coming up. Maybe you want to work on elevating your authority. Maybe you want to increase your visibility or people's awareness of you. Maybe you want to generate leads. Maybe you want to do a combination of those things. What Chloe will do is Chloe will take the positioning report that you got from Paisley. She's going to ask you for that. You're going to upload Paisley into Chloe's database, and then Chloe is going to ask you some additional questions so she understands what your goals are for the next 90 days, and then she will help you to build out a detailed, not surface level, a very detailed 90-day marketing plan. Again, customized to you, customized to what you want to do, customized to what how you want to the goals that you want to accomplish, right? The objectives that you have for the next 90 days. She will also then use that 90-day marketing plan to create a 30-day content calendar for you. That content calendar, again, is going to be very detailed. You'll be able to take that and then just go out and create your own content. You won't have to be guessing about what you need to post for the next 30 days. What should the topic be? What should I be talking about? What kind of post should this be, or what type of content should this be? Chloe is going to help you to create all of that. And again, just like Paisley, all of this is going to be given to you in a report. So you'll be able to download that report either as an Excel or a Word document or both. You'll be able to get that and then take that with you and implement as you move forward in that 90-day marketing plan, and in your 30-day content calendar. She's going to give you so much and really help you. And so when we use your positioning, we're going to use your positioning to be able to really map that out for you. On day 2, you'll also have expert guests. So we have one of our expert guests is going to be talking about emotional intelligence and being emotionally intelligent around, with these algorithms, they kind of drive you crazy, and how to leverage that. And then the other guest is going to be talking about media, right? So being media ready, because we want to be in the media, we need to get those third party validations. So you'll have that. And then we're also going to have training by Go High Level. If you Go High Level, or High Level, is a customer relations management system. It's a marketing platform. They are one of our sponsors for Position for Profit and for the Speaking Industry Expo, the 6th, which is happening in March in Atlanta. So they're coming to train and let you and show you how to leverage their platform to be able to automate content. Because it's one thing, right? So Chloe's going to give you all of this stuff that you need to do. Then you got to do it and you got to get it out there. So we'll show you how to use their platform to be able to do that. And they're giving a 30-day free trial for everyone who registers for it. If you don't already have Go High Level, you will be able to get a 30-day free trial on their platform. And they're coming to give away gifts. They're coming with and going to be doing raffles. So if you're somebody who likes to win things, then you'll want to be in the room so that you can win something from Go High Level. So we're going to be learning. Hey, Lena, we're going to be learning and we're going to be winning. All right. So then let me go back. Let me make sure that I didn't mess up what I was doing. Did I mess up what I was doing? Okay, no. All right. So now let's talk about day 3. Let me come back here to you. Hold on one second. All right. So now let's go to this stupid thing. Share this tab. Okay, there we go. I am working around this. It says your browser has lost connection to your screen share audio. Oh God. Okay, wait, let me stop. Let me come back on here. It says it lost my screen share audio. So let me go back and try to share screen again so we can get back to where we were. Let's see if this works. And I'm going to disappear. Okay, hopefully that works. So then day 3. So day 1, you leave with your profitable positioning platform. Day 2, you're going to leave with your 90-day marketing plan and your 30-day content calendar, all based on your positioning platform. Day 3, we're going to talk about money. So day 3 is about revenue, designing your roadmap to consistent profit. One of the things that when I came into entrepreneurship, I didn't want to talk about money. I didn't want to look at my numbers. I didn't want to know any of that stuff, which was like the dumbest thing ever. It was, let me put my face on here. That was the dumbest thing ever. But It is what it is, right? And so what I want to make sure is that when we're out here doing all this work, when we're posting, when we're, showing up on social media, when we're launching all of these campaigns, that we have money at the forefront, that we understand that we're in business to generate revenues, generate profits, right? So what we're going to do is on day 3, we will help you. Renee is the AI tool that will help you. She is our custom GPT. Renee is the revenue architect. So Renee will help you to develop a 90-day strategic revenue roadmap. So what that means is that you are going to give her information about your revenue goals. You're also going to give her information about your products and services. And what Renee is going to do is going to analyze and strategize with you around how do you get to the number. So if you say that you want to make $50,000 or $100,000 in the next 90 days, then what Renee is going to do is look at what you have in place to get to that amount, or to tell you, you got to think of something else, right? Or you got to add something else. But she's going to map out for you how you can get to that revenue goal in the next 90 days. And she'll also give you an implementation checklist so that it's not just that you have this roadmap, but here are the things that you need to do to ensure that you execute. And on that day, day 3, we're also going to have an expert guest speaker who is going to be talking to you about abundance, financial abundance. And we will have either on day 1 or day 3, we haven't finalized yet. We will also have a guest speaker from our other sponsor, Verizon Business, and they'll be talking about AI. So listen, this is going to be like intense. It's an intensive. It's going to be intense in terms of the amount of information that you're going to get, but it's not that you just get the information. It's information that's necessary for you to be able to be positioned if you want to be building, these 5 and 6 and 7 figure expert-based businesses. And like I said, you will not leave there with just information unless you just decide not to do the work. You will leave with, again, your profitable positioning platform, right? That's what you'll get day 1. Day 2, you will get your 90-day marketing plan and your 30-day content calendar. And it's not generic, it's very specific to you. And then day 3, you'll have your 90-day strategic revenue roadmap and a checklist on how you should get there. So all you have to do is go to positioned4profit.com to grab your ticket. There's a QR code that you can see on the screen. You can scan that. The website is scrolling along the bottom. You can scan there. And I'm going to show you. So here's our featured expert. So we have John JB Bermudez, who is going to be from Go High Level. Then we have Dr. Renee Baker. We have Stacia Crawford. We have Keisha Hickson, Deloria Nelson Street, Adrian Reynolds, and Nicole F. Smith. They will all be there. If you want to know what it's like to work with me, here's some testimonials on the page. And then here are the different ways that you can attend Position for Profit. Listen, if you just want to come to the 3-day event, just get the preview pass, right? It's $175 for everything that I just told you. Everything. Listen, if I tell you my coaches, right, that I had to hire to help me didn't have AI, didn't have any of those things, right? 5 figures. 5 figures. All right. This is 3 figures, $175. And the price is going to go up one more time before our event. If you want to do multiple intensives, because this is part of our road to the 6, I am going to be doing additional intensives in December. So more about authority amplifying. January, we'll do systems and strategy, and I have a special guest coming for that. And then February, we'll do pitch perfect. All of this is leading up to the 6th, which is March 16th through 18th in Atlanta. So if you want to get all 4 intensives, $350. Just want the one intensive in November, $175. If you are like, nope, Kelly, I need more. Like, I need to see what you're doing over there in March. You can come. There are two different ways that you can do that. One, you can do a 2-day ticket for the 6. So that's $450, which is actually lower than the actual 2-day ticket. And you get not just the 2-day general admission, you also get all of the intensives that are going to happen before then from November through February. If you're like, nope, that's still not good enough, Kelly. I'm one of those who needs to be all in. I need everything that you're giving away. Everything that you have, everything that's going to be happening, I need to be involved in that. Then join the founders table. We only have 17 of those seats left and right now the price is $700. Again, that is less than just the ticket for the 6. If you just went on our 6 website to get the 3-day mogul ticket, it's sitting there at $950. So you're saving $250 getting a ticket at $700, plus you're getting 4 intensives. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So all you got to do, see, you can dip your toe in and get the preview pass. You can be ready to go with the preparation track. If you need momentum, get the momentum builder that includes the 2-day pass for the 6. And if you're like ready to claim your mogul status and take your seat at the founders table, then grab your founders table ticket for $700. Everything is on the website at positionedforprofit.com. I'm going to stop sharing and come back on screen. Everything is on the website. All you got to do is go on there and grab your ticket. If you have any questions, you can always drop them in the comments. You can DM me. You can, email me if you have my email address. Find me on social media and, and ask me any types of questions that you may have. But you need to be in the room. No more. There's no excuse anymore for just saying, well, I don't know how to get paid 5 or 6 figures for my expertise. I don't know what I need to do in order for people to find me, for my ideal clients to find me. And that's whether you're a speaker, trainer, coach, or consultant. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you the formula. I've downloaded my expertise, my wisdom, my receipts into the content and into the AI tools that we're going to use during Position for Profit. It's all there. My clients have paid me 5 figures for that. And I'm talking multiple 5 figures. They have paid me to get that information, and I am giving it to you for not even 4 figures. None of those, from anywhere from $175 to $700. I'm going to show you how to be powerfully and profitably positioned so that you can build a 6-figure plus expertise-based business. So if you're thinking about it, if you're like, even just thinking that this might be something that you want to do, even thinking that you want to transition out of corporate, or you've already transitioned and you're over here, and every time somebody speaks to you, they're like, oh, well, you could do this for exposure, or, oh, well, we don't really have the budget, because they don't see the value and you can't communicate it clearly, confidently, and credibly in order to be able to command and demand the money that you should be getting. You need to be in the room. You got to invest in yourself. Like, listen, nobody's coming to save us. You see that. You see what's happening in this world, right? Especially us Black women, 350,000, probably more than that now at this point, right? Being pushed out of the workforce, either through layoffs or with this furlough. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody. This is the best I could do for you. I'm giving you a life jacket. I'm giving you the life jacket. So go grab your ticket. Go invest in yourself. If anything, if you say, Kelly, right now, I can't do the 6, $175 gets you in the room and gets you the knowledge that you need. Day 3, if you're there every day, day 3, I'm also going to be doing hot seats. And every day I'll be doing Q&A. So day 3, I'll do hot seats. So you actually get to ask me questions and I can work with you like one-on-one while we're there, right? So take advantage of this opportunity. It's not coming again. And if it does come again, it's not coming at this price. I have been chastised. I have been chastised over the pricing of this event, but I wanted to make sure that I could, give back based on what was given to me and help you to be, powerfully and profitably positioned if that is your desire. If you are willing to bet on yourself, if you are willing to scan this QR code and get your ticket, or go to positioned for profit, positioned the number for profit.com and grab your ticket. If you show up for you, I will show up for you. Okay. So that's it. I just wanted to make sure that you understand what you'd be getting, why you should be in this room, right? And beyond that, now the decision is up to you. You can say, oh, that's kind of cool. Maybe next time. There may not be a next time. Or you can say, you know what? We are almost at 2026 and it can't go down like 2025 or any other year. And I can't continue to say, if only, or I wish I could, or I need to find out how. Here's the formula. I am giving it to you. I am basically giving it away to you, right? So all you gotta do, get in the room, scan the QR code, go to positioned for profit, position the number for profit.com, and I will see you November 3rd, 4th, and 5th, 2025, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have any questions? Drop them in the comments or DM me. Otherwise, I will see you in November. Take care.